Alright, we are back, even though I really shouldn't say we're back because, you know what I mean. I like to do these videos on the same day sometimes just to get stuff out of the way so people don't ask me about doing stuff. I could just say I already did it. And I don't really feel like doing videos like this in the next few days because my birthday coming up and streams planned and all kind of other stuff I'm not trying to talk about in this video. Anyway, hopefully I'll upload this in a decent amount of time. But let me check the title right quick as I hit play because I think this got some dead silence in the beginning. But it's called Weekend Preview, July 12, 2015, Godzilla, Batgirl, Life is Strange, and more. Very exciting. Are you excited? I am. I'm not. 22 seconds? 22 seconds of dead air in the beginning. That's good. Let's see. Like I said in the last time I did one of these videos on his silly little weekend previews, they're damn near worthless because DSP has to rely on others' schedule because he doesn't know when the game is going to come out. He doesn't know when the game is going to be necessarily able to play. A game could come out day one and be completely broken, and then you have to wait 2 weeks to play it. So that's one reason why his weekend preview is useless. Another reason why his weekend preview is useless is because he changes fucking schedule every day. And if he gets pissed off at a game, he won't play it. So then that would, you get what I mean. Let's continue. Click.
Okay. Whoa. Am I? Yes, I'm good. Hello everyone, Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. Today is Sunday, July 12th, 2015. We've got a fun and epic...
I want you to do something for me. I want you to look at his mannerisms and shit, and just look how he acts in general when he's recording stuff for a camera, and he's not able to look at the fucking chat and look at OBS every 5 seconds. I didn't watch this ahead of time. I want to know if it's different. Because I just finished watching this Nintendo E3 thing and it was fucking horrible. The whole time he was recording it, he was doing like that, doing like that, doing like that. And it's not like he was looking at the camera. The camera is right in front of him. Like I have this playing on my TV. If I look straight ahead, I'm not looking at the camera. Sometimes I look at the camera if I'm talking sometimes. Like doing this. But he's looking at the camera and then he's doing this and 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 doing this. It's annoying as fuck to watch. And it's something that shouldn't be a thing, especially for a video like a E3 coverage video. But he doesn't have a chat to look at for the weekend preview, so maybe it'll be different. Maybe it's just a thing he does now. Like maybe it's an instinct, but we'll see.
Week ahead of us. We've got some cool stuff to recap that I'm going to recap in just a moment.
As a matter of fact, no, I'm stupid. I already forgot. When he doesn't have a chat to look at, he looks at the wall and the ceiling and the other wall and the floor and the sky, and he waves his arms around more, so never mind.
But before we jump into the weekend preview, it has to be said just an hour or two
ago,
this was announced to the world that Nintendo's CEO and president, Satoru Iwata, who was actually made the head of Nintendo back in 2003, actually has passed away due to an ongoing bout with some kind of a growth. Everyone's assuming it's like cancer, and that he actually had missed. I didn't even realize this. He had missed E3 last year, 2014.
He didn't realize it.
Well.
He covered E3 last year. Didn't even realize it.
He's had this ongoing thing going on, and it's funny because you look at pictures of the guy, right? And he looks perfectly fine. He looks healthy. He's on these Nintendo Direct broadcasts, and he looks great. But unfortunately, what you see at the face of things isn't always what the truth of the matter is. And regardless if you love the guy or you hate the guy...
just like I said on Twitter, I understand the point he's trying to make. But who really says that? I know I've heard that saying before. Oh, if you love them or hate them. I'm sorry, bro, but even if DSP died right now... I'm not gonna, and I'm not trying to wish anything on him, I'm sorry for wording it that way, but I'm not gonna say, well, if you love them or hate them, you have to blah, 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 blah. No. It just don't seem right to say it that way. And then on top of that, who really hated Iwata? People that I mean, if you were pissed off about a game coming out that you didn't like, or a game came out and you didn't like the way it came out, if you're pissed off about amiibos, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some of his fans happy in some ways, and some of them like, I ain't gonna say legitimately happy, but some of them actually showing that they're happy that Iwata is dead or gone from Nintendo, which is fucking ridiculous. Because it's a fucking gaming company. And the best way I could compare it, I'm going way off topic here. The best thing I could compare it to is Vince McMahon and the WWE. And I think if Vince McMahon died today, people would be on the internet saying, "Oh man, the WWE is going to be great now because Vince is gone." And that is really the best thing, the best comparison I have for Iwata. Some people actually think Nintendo is going to be better because he's dead, which is kind of ridiculous because it's still, you know, 2 other people there that were there when he was there, and I'm sure they won't change the company overnight immediately. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know about DSP and you know his feelings on Nintendo and you know why he has the feelings he have for Nintendo. So we're not even going to go that route with, oh well, he didn't like the way the company was being led. No, he didn't like the way Nintendo treated YouTube, and he didn't like the way Nintendo treated amiibos, and that's really it. Anyway, let's continue.
Mr. Iwata was the head of Nintendo, the face of the company, and an incredibly influential figure, in gaming for over a decade. And so we do take a moment out here to just say rest in peace, Mr. Iwata.
Over a decade. I think it was longer than that. He's done important stuff in gaming, but of course, huge fan of Nintendo. Doesn't know anything about fucking Nintendo.
And, you know, now no one really knows what the future will hold for Nintendo, and I guess it just remains to be seen. Okay? Alright. So now let us...
He immediately gets off the subject. Don't get pissed off at me for not doing a moment of silence for him in this video, because I did one not even an hour ago when I did a video on the Nintendo E3 thing. I talk about that way more in the video, and I don't really want to repeat myself. I'm sorry if it seemed like a dick for me to say that, but I don't want to repeat myself. I just don't. I might do something for this video, but I'm not going to do a full-on moment of silence because I did another video. Let's continue.
Start talking about what's been going on recently. Some big things have happened in this past week that I just want to make sure you did not miss. And then we're going to talk about the future, all right?
Future,
so,
what?
This past
week? The week in gaming?
The conclusion of The Witcher 3.
Exciting.
We had the conclusion of Batman Arkham Knight. Not only the main story, but also, as of today, I finished all of the Riddler missions, all the Riddler riddles and content, fought the Riddler boss, defeated him, and I got the ending of the game. So
all the Riddler content. What the fuck? He calls everything content.
And I want to say thank you to all of those of you who were very patient with me, being that I was stuck having to do all the Riddler content. It took several streams to get through, but together we did it.
Together we did it.
The true ending.
Yeah, we.
And I
okay.
gave a little bit of kind of retrospect.
You're right. Together we did do it because he fucking stared at the chat and read guides to do it. So that's exciting. He couldn't do that off screen though because, you know, gaming is his job and he can only play games if he's being watched while he plays games. But he loves video games and he loves gaming.
Of what I thought about all those games and the feeling of knowing that I started at the very beginning of the Arkham games back in, what was it, 2009, and now here we are 2015, over 6 years later. I'm still going strong. I'm still able to do this full time. I'm still having a ton of fun.
Still able to do it full time as long as you get donations.
And are looking forward to the future. Thank you for that. So definitely check out the conclusion of that playthrough when you get the chance. All right. I also reviewed The Witcher 3 and Batman Arkham Knight, both of which got great views, over 10,000 views per review and growing. And they haven't even been out for a week yet. So thank you very much for that. I do put a lot of time and effort.
I'm not going to mention views.
And I appreciate the fact that now I'm putting the
views
more
all the
effort,
time.
like the edited footage and stuff into them, that you are checking them out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're worthless human for the views.
Now let's talk about this week, because this week's going to be kind of unique. Now that I've beaten Batman, okay, and you're like, okay, the campaign of Batman's over, Witcher 3's over, what can we expect? I did actually start a new game this past week. A lot of people apparently aren't even aware of this, because I only played it for one day. It was Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, and I kind of knew...
I love how you say a lot of people aren't even aware of it. Yeah, because the views are fucking garbage for
I
it.
knew this was going to happen because this is a game. It was so oddly timed, the release of this game. They released
here
it
we
the same
go.
day as Batman Arkham Knight, and you cannot do that. You cannot release a re-release of a game in, you know, a modernized version of this game, special edition with better graphics.
Why should every game developer conform to every fucking game developer's release date? I don't give a fuck what you putting out. If I want to put my shit out that day, I'm putting it out that day. You know? People that like my shit that I'm putting out are gonna get it anyway. I don't think anybody went to the store to get Batman and said, oh man, Devil May Cry, well I can't get that because I'm getting Batman. I don't think anybody went to the store and said, oh well, Batman, well I can't get Devil May Cry. I don't think people do that. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But if I like a game and I want a game and another game come out the same day, I'm gonna just get the one I want more. Well, I guess that's kind of what he's getting at. I don't know. It's like the way he thinks is that people can't buy two games or people can't play two games at the same time. I mean, he can't, kinda, because, you know, he's got to monetize everything and do everything for YouTube. But the average gamer, like he tries to pretend he is so much, the average gamer doesn't act like him. You know, the average gamer, if they have the money, they're gonna get both games. I don't think Batman coming out the same day as Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, I don't think that hurt the sales of Devil May Cry at all. But I might be wrong. And I'm kind of rambling, so let me shut up.
Graphics and characters. You can't do that during one of the biggest releases of the year. It's going to fall by the wayside, and that's really what happened. And this weekend.
How do you know that's what happened? Did you look at the sales numbers?
Some of it, but not a lot of people really checked it out because not a lot of people paid attention.
Wait. So because no one watched your playthrough, that mean the game didn't, you know, I mean no one cares about the game. Because no one watched your playthrough. Really?
The fact that I was even starting up this game that kind of just has been lost in the shuffle. In addition, I did start
Lost in the shuffle? What shuffle? One game doesn't count as a shuffle. I can understand if it came out in November in Call of Duty 18,005,000 edition and Assassin's Creed 5 and the fucking Titanfall 3 and Battlefield 18 and all of that shit came out. That's lost in the shuffle. One game coming out the same day isn't lost in the shuffle. If somebody is so dumb and so fucking dense in the head to when one game comes out and they literally don't know any other game comes out that week because that one game came out, that's not the common gamer. That is the definition of fucking casual. But let me continue before I fucking start ranting. 2
major streams that I played this week. So this week we are going to continue on with both of those games. At the same time, we've got several new games that I'll be starting up this week. Some DLC content, etc. Leading us into next week, because next week is the big release of the Street Fighter V beta, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But let's go through
more games to go on the conveyor belt. It's like a really good analogy with DSP in video games. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen Family Guy and you've seen Peter working at the toy shop. If you didn't, I'm gonna explain it good enough to you. Peter working at the toy shop, toy come down the conveyor belt, and we never really seen him do his job legitimately, but let's pretend he did it legitimately. Toy come down the conveyor belt, he get the pieces, put the toy together, put it back on the conveyor belt, it go, he never see the toy again. DSP, all of his fucking games go down the conveyor belt. The game comes down, he get the game in front of his face, he play it from the beginning to the end, he review it, he put it in the playlist, put it back on the conveyor belt, never talk about it again, never look at it again, gone. Another game, oh, release date is July 17th, alright, play it, oh, I beat it, back on the conveyor belt, get the fuck out of here. He does that with every fucking game, and he's been doing it with every fucking game since YouTube started being his job. And because he handles games the way he handles games, that's why a lot of people don't watch his shit. Because he rushes a lot of games, even if he doesn't think it shows, or even if he thinks it shows. Just like he's rushing Yakuza right now, but we're going to talk about that at a later date. Let's continue.
This week, day by day, so you guys know what to expect, okay?
Okay.
So Monday of this week, I am going to be doing on my first gameplay stream the continuation of Yakuza 4. I like this game a lot.
Sure you do.
Obviously, I apologize to everyone who wanted to see this game and it was on hold for so long. I am...
You know, because when we like video games, we don't play them for a week. People always do that when they like a game. If I really like a game, I'm gonna not play it for a week because I want to play other popular games to get some views on YouTube. I'm not gonna make time to play the game I like. Yeah, sure you like the game. Sure you do. You're not doing any of the side missions in the game, but you like it. But you did all the side missions in the Batman game, even though you blatantly had to rely on the chat and you blatantly admitted to looking up guides to do it. But you can't look up a guide to do the side stuff in Yakuza, even though you claim you like Yakuza. Alright then.
Pushing forward with several streams of this every week from now on, and it's no exception this week. Tomorrow.
By the way, he's rushing Yakuza to hurry up and finish it so he can be done with it before he try to get some more money out of his Patreon account. Because, of course, if he doesn't finish Yakuza, then he's going to have to keep playing Yakuza into August. If he can finish Yakuza before August, he can get a new game to play for August for Patreon. So that would mean he can try to scheme some more money out of people. Let's continue.
3-hour stream, and later in this week I will try to do another 3-hour stream of Yakuza 4. Okay.
Hey, 3-hour streams with less than 300 viewers.
Devil May Cry 4
I'm
Special
excited.
Edition. So we'll have a couple hours of the continuation of that playthrough tomorrow night, Monday, Tuesday. I know what games I'm playing Tuesday. I just don't know when I'm playing them, and what I mean by that is we've got two big releases: Godzilla, which is a full-fledged retail
Godzilla
game.
is not a big release.
This game was actually released in Japan last year, but a lot of people criticized the game and said it didn't have enough content to really be a full retail release. So this
Godzilla
year,
looking like some disguised shovelware, in my opinion.
Come out in America last year.
Some
and
disguised
shovelware. Like,
shovelware.
add in all this extra stuff. So apparently it is a full-fledged fun game this year. And I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I grew up with Godzilla. I watched all the classic Godzilla movies, the black and white ones, the color ones from like the 70s, the 80s. And then even the more modernized ones. I saw that shitty American version in the 90s. I saw Godzilla Final Wars. I just saw the recent Godzilla movie last year.
To be honest, something I just thought about. What's really the point of this? Like, what's the point of saying you're a fan of it? What does that help? You know what I mean? If I'm going to play Street Fighter and people want to see me play Street Fighter, what does it help for me to say I'm a fan of Street Fighter? If you want to see it, you want to see it. I don't think anyone is going to say, oh man, well, Darkside Phil said he's a fan of Godzilla, so I really want to watch him play Godzilla. That's not going to help anything. Even if he is, you know, fine. You don't have to sit and talk about it for 20 hours. But if he's not, then what's the point of lying about it? I don't know. Maybe that's his way of building hype by saying he a fan or something, because it really do seem like he do that. Just like when they say he like a game even though he didn't play it in the last week. It's kind of just building hype. You know, if you excited for it, you can get other people excited for it. So I guess that's what he does when he says that.
So I am a big fan of Godzilla.
Big fan
and I'm
of
excited
Godzilla.
to see what they do in a game setting with this character. So that's coming out this Tuesday. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, even though I just finished Batman Arkham Knight, the first major DLC for the game comes out this week. It's Batman Arkham Knight's Batgirl DLC, where she's actually set in a theme park setting. There's supposed to be story-based missions and side content, just like there was with Batman during the main campaign of Arkham Knight.
I don't know what's the deal with this dude
so maybe
with all the
3
arms.
to 5 hours.
Like,
It's not really clear yet because no one's...
This happened last week. It's a lot shorter. It makes no sense. It's a lot shorter. Huh? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yet,
I don't understand his hand
but
gestures.
That also comes out on Tuesday. Now, if you were to ask me, Phil, out of everything, you know, on Tuesday, what would you like to do first? Oh, by the way, there's a third thing, which I forgot. Life is Strange, Episode 4 comes out this Tuesday as well.
It's not coming out.
Wow.
He was wrong.
On one day. If I had full reign and full control,
I'm sure way more
this is
than
what I
3
would
games
do.
are
I would
releasing on
play
Tuesday, but he only
the
focuses
Batgirl
on
DLC
mainstream
first
bullshit.
stream for around 3 hours. Second stream, I would want to check out Godzilla. And then depending on how long Batgirl is, I would either play her on first stream or second stream on Wednesday. The other stream would probably be Life is Strange. And then maybe Thursday I would focus on Godzilla into Friday. And then we could balance those days with Godzilla.
Godzilla is going to get such low views. Oh my God. And if I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. I don't want him to get low views because he's just gonna bitch about getting low views. But holy fucking shit, I can't imagine Godzilla. I can even imagine part 1 of his playthrough of Godzilla getting more than 12,000 views. That shit is gonna fucking tank. And like I said, I really, really think, I hope I'm wrong for the game's sake, but I really think this Godzilla game is just some disguised shovelware. I really, really do. You get a shovelware game, you fucking shine it up and you make it cost $60 and you fool people into thinking it's a real, you know, a big deal and a real game. And it come out and it's a piece of shit. This has happened before. And this is going to continue to happen. And I think Godzilla might be that. I might be wrong. But we'll see very, very soon. As a matter of fact, by the time this is uploaded, you probably would have seen the beginning of someone playing a Godzilla game. I hope I'm wrong for the sake of the game devs and the publisher. But I might be right. Because it seems like fucking disguised shovelware. So let's continue.
And either Yakuza or Devil May Cry to lead us into the weekend. But I can't promise you that because I don't know when Batgirl's being released, alright? If she's out in time for first stream on Tuesday, I will play with her on first stream, and that will be our first stream for Tuesday, and then that night will be Godzilla. If not...
I will play with her on Tuesday.
I might have to flip-flop, so Godzilla...
I had to make a sex joke right there. It's not even a sex joke, it's just repeating what he said, but it sounds so weird. I will play with her on Tuesday.
Since I bought the PS4, all these DLC releases all seem to have issues on when they're released. They're not released consistently timed. So
he's complaining like the fucking DLC doesn't come out the same day. He knows how PSN works. This dude been bitching about PSN for since 2009. He knows that shit doesn't come out at the exact same time every Tuesday on PSN. If you want to bitch about it, then go to Microsoft where you know it's going to happen at the time it's going to happen. But when you're messing around with a company that's more international focused, like Sony, you're going to have shit come out all over the fucking day. You know, Batman Arkham Knight was on multiple consoles. Play it on one of the other consoles if you scared of when the DLC is going to be released. That's all I got to say about that.
I don't know when exactly she'll be playable.
Take a sip. Okay?
So Tuesday will be Batgirl and Godzilla. I just can't promise you a time yet, but I hope you'll join me.
I can promise you low views.
Wednesday will be either Batgirl and Life is Strange, or if the Batgirl DLC was really short and I beat it on Tuesday, then it'll be more
short.
Godzilla and Life
so he's
going
to be playing Godzilla
Thursday
Wednesday.
Will be more Godzilla
and DMC, I think. I could give a better weekend preview than him, and this is a day after he did this. Which is, as a matter of fact, let me double check. Let me double check right quick. July 12th. Yeah, I'm recording this a day after he did this, and I can give a better weekend preview than him. Tuesday, Life is Strange isn't coming out. He's going to play Godzilla first stream. He's going to do Batgirl second stream because Batgirl is short. Wednesday, he's going to do Godzilla. Wednesday evening, he's going to do DMC. Wow.
Or Devil May Cry
4. A day later, that much information changed. Like I said in the beginning, what's the fucking point of you doing a weekend preview if the information changes so much a day later? You do stuff like this when you know you're going to be able to live up to what you said. Life is Strange ain't even coming out. And Batgirl is going to be played second stream Tuesday. So I come to his first stream Tuesday, I'm like, oh man, I'm hyped to see Batgirl, and I'm seeing fucking shitty Godzilla games. Whatever.
With Yakuza 4 and Devil May Cry 4, alright? So that's the week. No, there's no podcast this week. I'm making that clear.
Thank God,
Since
no
there's a new game in
podcast.
Godzilla, there's these episodic, releases coming out, the Batgirl for...
I'm going to say this now. I'm not going to do anything about his most recent Hate Live. People have asked me. I planned on doing it, but I'm not doing it now. I did the Nintendo video today, and I'm doing this video today. Hate Live, no. It's too much non-gamer shit get talked about on Hate Live. Too much. I guess controversial, but too much shit I really just don't want to even fucking talk about. Like this fucking Subway dude situation and Bill Cosby and shit. I don't want to talk about that. Even DSP is supposed to be about gaming, but he's doing a fucking podcast talking about Bill Cosby. And I'm not even going to talk about his opinion on the Bill Cosby situation. If you want to know about that, just look up DSP Bill Cosby. You'll probably find a separate video on it. It's fucking silly. But before I go off track, let's continue.
Life is Strange. I want to be sure to have enough
Sorry
time to play
if you wanted me to do a video on that Hate Live, but I fucking hate this Hate Live podcast.
However,
they are the worst.
And this is a big
the fucking worst.
Right. This weekend, I want to kind of talk a little bit about.
I need fucking Patreon donations before I watch Hate Live for 3 hours, and then do reactions and analyzation and shit on what he says, because that would make it take even longer. So doing a video for Hate Live probably would take me 5 hours. I'm not gonna do that to hear about some stuff I don't want to hear about from one of the most uninformed people in the country. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Sorry if you want to see that.
I was just
Let's continue.
Not very happy. Leanna and I both. We're not very happy.
Here we go with the bullshit.
You know, if you've been following along my content for the past couple of months, it was actually in early June that my girlfriend Leanna and I decided to do cooperative gameplay for the first time in a long freaking time. Like, it's the first time since, I think it was November of last year when LittleBigPlanet 3 was...
Dude, I just thought about something. He did co-op with his girlfriend playing LittleBigPlanet 3. Rage quit. He do co-op with his girlfriend playing Lego Batman 3. A fucking Lego game. Rage quit. Wow. He played another Lego game with her and they didn't rage quit that, so that's something. But goddamn, 2 rage quit games in less than 6 months. Well, no, it's been more than 6 months, less than a year. That's kind of bad. Especially 2 games that should have been beatable, you know, games made for children, more or less. And he is the king of saying a game is made for a 5-year-old, so there you go.
That we decided we're going to do some cooperative gameplay. And so we started up a playthrough of Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Now, we had done Lego Jurassic World in early June. We really liked it. Like, we played it for 3 weeks, 3 sessions. It was great. It was fun. We really liked the game. It was straightforward.
Easy views.
No real game bugs. A few silly things, but the game was great. Flawless. It was fun to play through all the movies in the Jurassic Park franchise.
Dude,
we really enjoyed that game.
You know what I just thought about? DSP used to review everything he played. Like, he used to fucking review... He used to do more than one review on one video, too. But he used to, like, fucking review shovelware games he played. He played this Lego Jurassic World game. I think that's the name of it. And the game is new. And he didn't review it. So, I guess DSP only reviews games that he know are popular, like, mainstream-wise, and games he know will get views. And you can say, oh, well, he won't... You can't say he didn't review it because it's old, because the game was new. And he kind of did a review on Persona 4, and that game came out in like 2008. Well, he called it like a my thoughts video, but he didn't do anything for Lego Jurassic World. So, confirmed, he only does reviews of games that are popular, regardless of how new they are. Alright then.
And we said, gee, maybe in a future date
he
we'll
used to do more reviews,
so
but
I actually purchased Lego Batman 3
I guess
for the PS4.
that's too much effort now.
I waited a week or two while we were doing Batman stuff with Arkham Knight, and then I decided last week, let's start a playthrough. So we did. For one day, we did Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and we very quickly realized this game was a far cry from being as polished as Jurassic World. And what I mean by that is that the game seemed to have some weird bugs. The puzzles in the game didn't seem to really be well thought out. It was more like, well, there's a puzzle, here's 3 random...
The puzzles didn't seem to be real thought out. Translation, me and my child slave couldn't figure them out.
Characters from the DC universe who have like 7 outfits on each of them. Try every outfit and every configuration of everything on the screen until you figure out this little minute thing you were supposed to do. Oh, here's the next part of the puzzle, and it's the same thing. So basically, Jurassic World was straightforward, and it was easy fun. It was like family-friendly, you know, kid game, but that's what we wanted, something that was relaxing. We could play with co-op and enjoy it and just do...
It's amazing. He can only play co-op games with his girlfriend if she don't have to do any work, like Mario Galaxy, or if it's easy, family-friendly fun. Do you want people to continue to make jokes about this girl saying she's your daughter? Do you want me to continue to call her your child slave? Now I know why he doesn't play fighting games with her, even though she plays fighting games herself. Because he doesn't think she's smart enough to play a fighting game with him. I think he thinks, and I'm going way off topic, so I'm going to get off of this as soon as possible, but I think he thinks his girlfriend is dumber than the internet thinks she is. Because he knows her more. I think he thinks she's, like I said, I think he thinks that she's dumb as fuck. Dumber than the average person that doesn't like her think. You know what I mean? I think he dumb as fuck. I think he think she dumb as fuck, which is sad. I trust my 10-year-old niece to play more difficult games than he trusts his 21, 22-year-old girlfriend to play, which is so sad. Wow, that's wow.
Commentary over
all right then,
and enjoy it. Lego Batman 3 doesn't seem to be like that at all. It seems like a frustrating game, and if this game's made for kids, those kids must have been ripping their fucking hair out because the game's not very well made, in my opinion.
So he can only play games with his girlfriend if these games are made for kids. Confirmed, pretty much, right? Wow.
Yeah. In addition, it's not based off of movies. It's based off of just an original
That's
story that
sad.
doesn't seem very good. It's kind of mishmashed together.
Now I know why he played Mario Galaxy with her and all she had to do was wave the fucking wand around playing as the star. Wow. Let's continue
the
before
writing, the dialogue is
wow.
usually cheesy in
all
Lego
right,
games. In this game, it's like extra bad. And we're just really not enjoying it that much. But we said, you know what, we had played it one session, and so this past Saturday, we went to play it again, and the game wasted over an hour and a half of our time.
It wasted an hour and a half of the viewer
Let me tell you
time,
what
too.
happened. We get into this level, so the next level, we're continuing our playthrough. We play for about almost 40 minutes, so it's a really long level, and it's actually a level where teaming up villains and heroes are teaming up to face a bigger villain, okay?
Okay.
And at the end of the level, this final portion of the level doesn't load properly. We're trying to figure out this puzzle, and we're like, we're not stupid. I mean, if a kid can figure this out, we can.
We're
We
not
spent over
stupid.
30 minutes at the end of the level, so now you're talking almost an hour and a half of gameplay in, right? Just to find out, we start looking at facts and we start looking videos up. The game's glitched. The game never loaded a certain thing that was supposed to.
It was
open the door
glitched.
so we could continue the puzzle. And of course, the people on the stream watching probably haven't played the game before. Those that did, this is an older game, so it's a year old. They don't remember. Oh, there's something missing in this room, right? And everyone's like, I've never seen anything like this before. I can't believe that these two ran into this annoying bug. Then, to make matters worse, there's no way to just restart the room to make it reload. You have to restart the whole stage. So we played the whole stage. So literally, we played for about 2 hours, and we beat one stage.
Oh no, I gotta replay everything.
5 minutes tops because the game bugged out.
I play video games for my job. Oh no, I gotta replay an hour. Oh.
And we were so
I can't feel
angry.
sorry for you.
And that's the problem with a game like this. You could have a game that's meant
I'm
to
sorry,
be
I can't feel
enjoyable
sorry for
and
you in
fun,
that situation.
And something terrible like that can happen, and it ruins your gameplay experience. And it did for us. It really did.
I can understand that. I can understand being pissed off about it.
We're done.
But rage quitting the game when it's your job?
Together and do fun co-op. Not this. This isn't fun. We're not
Bad analogy time. I mean, it's like bad analogy time. I gotta give warnings before I do this. That's like, okay, I work at a fucking car shop, and somebody pull up and they say, oh man, I need my tires rotated. So I'm in the middle of rotating the tires, and I fucking drop a tire on like a giant ass nail. Tire flat. I fucked up. And because I fucked up, I probably have to get these people a free tire and do way more extra work. Because I have to do way more extra work and I have to do free work, that doesn't mean I have the right to say, oh well, I fucked up, but no, I'm not even gonna say I fucked up. So we're gonna ignore the drop the tire thing. I'm rotating the tires, and the car sitting on falls, so the rim gets fucked up, or like the bottom of the car, some shit gets fucked up, and because of that, I have to give the person like some free shit, and I have to go through hours and hours of extra work to make the situation correct. That was out of my control, but something still fucked up. But it's still my job, and I still have to continue on positively. I can't get my words sometimes. Like DSP would. But if DSP worked at that fucking car shop, he would say, well, it was out of my control and the car fell, and, you know, I don't want to do extra work, so fuck it. You figure it out on your own and you go home. And yeah, playing video games and working at a car shop is completely different things. And DSP isn't necessarily doing the work for one individual person, but it's almost worse because he's doing work for multiple people. He's doing work for the viewer. By him pretty much rage quitting the Lego game, what if I really wanted to see him play that Lego game? Now he's not going to play it, so now I'm not going to watch him. So he lost the viewer, and he can't afford to lose viewers. Anyway, bad analogy time over. Let's continue.
More today. So we kind of called it off, and we at that point we were like, we don't even know if we're going to continue it or not.
Okay.
So it's this simple. Rather than leave it to us, we're leaving it to you, the viewers. Would you like to see us continue Lego Batman 3 this weekend on Saturday? As we had originally planned, we were going to do it at least 3 weeks, if not longer, right?
It's really funny because DSP only leaves shit up to the viewers now if he knows it's going to be in his favor. Lego Batman 3 or whatever the fuck it's called already wasn't getting exceptional views. You know, it's not hardcore people that want to see that. It's not like he playing a game like Batman Arkham Knight or he playing a game like Bloodborne or Witcher 3 when people are going to say, no, keep playing it. You're playing a fucking Lego game. So if he asks the viewer, hey, you want to see me play this boring Lego game that you don't care about with my girlfriend that you probably don't like, or do you want me to play something, or do you want to see me play something else? Of course the viewer is going to say play something else. And he leaves important voting, he leaves that up to people that give him money. And I have more than one situation. I wouldn't be saying this if I only had one situation. Recently, he was either going to play Yakuza 4 or Mortal Kombat X. On average, Yakuza 4 gets about 250 viewers on stream and pretty shitty views on YouTube for the amount of subs he got. And on average, MKX gets really good views, you know, to say he upload individual matches, and he can get about 800 viewers on stream for it. He did a free poll on Twitter, and I think it was like on Twitter, maybe on his forums, but it was a free open poll, and it was like, oh, you want to see me play more MKX or play Yakuza? Of course people fucking voted for MKX. But if it was like, oh, do you want to see me play Bloodborne or insert really popular game here, he wouldn't do voting for that. He only does voting when he knows people are going to vote for the game he wants to play or the game that's going to get him more views. It's the equivalent of me doing a poll and saying, do you guys want me to see, I'm saying that so much, want me to see, do you guys want to see me do more DSP style videos, or do you want to see me play Ark the Lad? Like 2 fucking people that's watching this video is going to say play Ark the Lad. And about 100 people are going to say do another DSP video. It's unfair voting. And it's only opening voting when you know it's going to be in your favor. But let's continue.
No, listen. We fully know it's not getting a lot of views. We're okay with that. We know it's an older game. It's once a week. It's cool. It's almost like our day off. We get to relax and play a silly video game together. And we were enjoying doing that until the game glitched out and became a piece of shit. So the question is, do people want to see us attempt this again? And start
no
one
will fucking vote for that.
And play
like 2 people probably say,
over.
yeah, we want to see.
Or is that, is it leaving a bad taste in everyone's mouth? If it is,
the game was boring as balls.
We would like to do some co-op this summer. That was the point for another couple of weeks. We were going to do co-op, but it seems like I asked on Twitter and everything, and there were all these suggestions of things that play a single-player game with co-op commentary. Okay, what? And then all the suggestions were all over the place, like crazy stuff.
Of course suggestions are gonna be all over the place when you don't have an actual poll. If I go on Twitter and say, what do you want me to do? Of course I'm gonna get a bunch of different all over the place suggestions. So that's a stupid thing to complain about.
It's like, oh,
he's thing about it. He's complaining about getting suggestions from people that like him enough to follow him on Twitter, and from people that aren't assholes to him because they're apparently not muted or blocked. He's complaining about this. It's not horror complaints, but it's still complaining. People are giving me all over the place suggestions. Are you fucking serious? You know how happy I would be able to go on Twitter and say, hey you guys, what game do you want to see me play this week? And people answer. and I can upload it to YouTube and make money. How could you complain about something like that? Let's continue.
Crash Bandicoot 2, but that's already in a poll. That's in a patrons poll.
People say they want me to see. They want me to see why I'm saying that so much. People say they want to see me play Crash Bandicoot 2. Oh, it's already in the poll. It's patron's choice. Pay for it. I can't do it for free. I can't play Crash for free. Pay for it. Good job making that fucking transparent.
By the way, it's winning the poll. No, we're not going to do that. That's silly. It's already doing something else, you know?
That's silly. I'm already getting paid for it.
It's already associated with something else.
It's already associated with me getting money and uploading it to get more money. Please watch This Is How You Don't Play Crash Bandicoot and don't watch his version of the playthrough.
And so the suggestions were very good, and we're looking for a good...
The suggestions weren't very good. Good job shitting on the people that follow you on Twitter.
Console co-op game. A lot of people said play on PC. No, stop that. I already explained to everyone a million times. Me playing PC games doesn't...
People said play on PC. No, stop that. People gave a suggestion. No, stop that. Only give suggestions that I can follow through with because my PC is shit. Wow. This dude got some nerve. How could you still like him? How do people still like him? People suggested I play games on PC. No, stop that. Are you fucking serious? Really? People suggest I play Crash Bandicoot. No, it's already part of the patrons poll. I won't play it unless I get paid for it. But I had fun though. I really did, for real.
Work. My gameplay PC is the same as my capture PC. It leads to tons of frame rate problems, choppiness issues.
Yeah, because you stream at a 9,000 bit rate and everything has to be 1080-60. Even this vlog is at 1080-60 for no fucking reason. And if I'm wrong, let me know. But I guarantee you half or most of his recent vlogs can be played at 1080-60 for no reason. Because his camera isn't even real 1080p and it doesn't capture at 60 frames a second. But that's just that's just what he captures at on his computer, and he never changes the settings. That's why you can't play stuff on PC and capture it, because you got stupid fucking settings. Play it at 720-30. I don't think people are not gonna watch your videos because they're at 720p as opposed to 1080p. If people really legitimately not watching his videos, if they be, I'm way too ghetto right now. I don't think, if people are legitimately not going to watch his videos because they're at 720p instead of 1080p, it's fucking stupid. Those are the DSP fans that DSP need to say no, because that's fucking stupid. Let's continue.
We cannot play a co-op game on PC here. It's not going to work.
Not gonna work.
I'm a console gamer. Yes, I occasionally play stuff on PC, so stop making these crazy suggestions. Unless
playing a game on PC is a crazy suggestion. You got a $3,000 computer, huh?
I make it rich and I could go buy a secondary PC to do full streaming or for gameplay.
Unless I make it rich and I can buy a second computer, you get like $1,400 worth of donations every month. You mean to tell me you can't even buy like a fucking laptop and hook your gaming computer up to that and stream off the laptop and game on the computer? You can't even do that. You getting all that free money every month from your fans, and you can't take some of that free money 1 month and put it towards actually making your stuff better. All those games you're missing out on PC. All that money he missing out by not playing games on PC. Because let's fucking face it, it's like pretty much every fucking week a new end game comes out on PC. How long does it take for an end game to come out on a console? That happens like 3 or 4 times a year. But no, we can't do that. It's crazy. It's crazy suggestions to ask him to play a game on PC. It's a crazy suggestion. Wow.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
So I'm looking for some kind of...
If you will make a suggestion to me, no, not going to happen. I need you to suggest me to do stuff that's specifically tailored to my YouTube channel. Good job, DSP.
Suggestion for console co-op.
Console
the bottom line
co-op.
is, though, and here's the funny thing: if Yoshi's Woolly World had been released in late June, like it was worldwide except for the United States, that's what we'd be playing right now. And I fully expect that.
It's funny that he says that, because in his E3 video I just watched, he said Yoshi's Woolly World was coming out in September. So what I'm thinking is the worldwide release date was in June, but the American release date was always September, or at least it was September as recent as in the beginning of June, because he said on E3 that that game was coming out in September. I just fucking watched it. So maybe he bitching about something he shouldn't be bitching about.
It would have been fun, it would have been entertaining, it would have been relaxing. It seems like that kind of game, but we couldn't.
Yet again, he can only play easy games made for children with his girlfriend that's 21 or 22 years old. Wow, I feel like DSP questions her intelligence way more than other people on the internet do. That's not good.
To delay it because they want to sell amiibos in the United States. But I digress. We won't get into that subject right now. We're looking for something else to do co-op. Now, some people have made some good suggestions, like play Obscure 2. If you remember, a few years back, Leanna and I, for a Halloween special, we played this game. I'm sorry, excuse me, it wasn't a Halloween special. It was just co-op. Like, I think in early 2013, we played this game, Obscure, a survival horror game with co-op. And surprisingly enough, even though it was kind of annoying, we liked it. Like, we liked playing it together. The problem is, I don't have a capture device anymore that will capture something like the PlayStation 2 so that we could do that. I don't own the disc, and I don't have anything to capture. All I have is things that will capture the modern consoles. And guess what? It's not available. I looked it up. Obscure the Aftermath is only available on PlayStation PlayStation Portable or PS Vita. They never made it digitally available for PS3.
You can get it on the PSP and emulate it.
Play it on PS2, but they never bothered.
Emulate it on the
that
PC.
Game's out, and we're kind of looking for that. Maybe a game from around the PS2 era, or even PS3 era. Maybe a survival horror game with co-op. If not co-op, maybe co-op commentary we could do, right?
Survival horror game with co-op. Didn't he play like Fatal Frame or some shit with his girlfriend, and he never finished it? I think so.
A game that's kind of along those lines. If not, something completely out of the box that we haven't thought of. Maybe something on Wii U I never played. In fact, I may be getting a few ideas right now. There's actually a game I think that I have. I don't know if I remember.
Why he couldn't look games up that were co-op?
Those kinds of suggestions.
It's a Google search away.
If you don't want to see us play Lego Batman 3, let us know what kind of fun stuff we could do.
A Google search away,
DSP. I
DSP.
fully expect that once the hardcore gaming season comes along, we're busy to be doing co-op. But this is perfect. In the month of July and August, maybe once a week.
So when the money-making games come around, you can't spend time with your girlfriend that you question the intelligence of. Good game.
Sit down and do a co-op session would be a good idea, but we need suggestions. Because right now, everything that we were going to do kind of is falling through, and that sucks.
I can't wait to get his video a clickbait title. I'm going to do it just to be an asshole.
So, this Saturday,
because it honestly annoys me. He only plays stupid little dumbed down games with him.
I'll fill it on. I mean, I'll fill it up with things. You know,
That's
I
sad.
still got Yakuza 4, Devil May Cry, and Godzilla that I'm juggling. And yes, those will be taking up time. And so, yeah, if I'll do that Saturday, all right? So that's kind of what you can expect. To recap quickly, and now I'll talk a little bit about next week because there's some exciting stuff coming next week.
Exciting.
Monday, Yakuza 4,
Exciting.
Devil May Cry 4.
Put like 8 fucking quotes on
that. When
that.
things come out, it may be Batgirl first, and then
Batgirl
Godzilla, and then Batgirl, depending on when the Batgirl DLC is released. Wednesday, if there's more Batgirl content, we'll balance that with Life is Strange Episode 4. If not, it'll be Godzilla and
More
Life is Strange.
Batgirl content. What the
Friday,
fuck?
Excuse me. Boy, I'm stuttering here. Will both be Godzilla and Yakuza 4 or Devil May Cry 4 balance.
Why is he repeating himself? I mean, none of the schedule he just gave was correct. So what's the point of you repeating yourself if you can't? Oh my God.
Saturday co-op is up in the air. We'll see what happens, and then Sunday will again probably be either Yakuza.
He doesn't even know what he's gonna do Saturday. But this is the weekend preview. This is meant for people that want to know what you're gonna do before you do it. But no, if I want to know what he's going to do before he does it, I have to watch the weekend preview. Then I have to follow him on Twitter and then check his fucking Twitter page every 2 hours. All right,
or
then.
Devil May Cry or Godzilla. I don't want to promise anything because we don't know how long it's going to take for me to get through the...
I don't want to promise anything in the video called the weekend preview that's supposed to tell you what I'm gonna do.
Those games, how far along
It's so stupid.
Okay?
It's such a worthless
Next week,
video.
ladies and gents, we
It's
got
like
some
you make
special
this
stuff
just for
going on. The
views.
Street Fighter V beta is coming out later on next week, on Thursday. Excuse me. Yeah, it is Thursday. It's Thursday of next week. I'm incredibly excited. I've been talking about this.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to talk about this part.
I've been talking about it everywhere, all right? And I am very excited because I'm a huge fan of Street Fighter.
He actually is a huge fan of it.
Down Street Fighter 4 was. People who played
Street Fighter 4 was dumbed down, but he played it for what, 6 years? And he sucked ass at it all 6 years. But it was dumbed down. Okay then.
Street Fighter 5 have said this game is hardcore. It's made for hardcore players, harder executions, a more hardcore game, no invincible backdash bullshit, no gimmicks, everything's more straight
no
up.
Gimmicks.
Really well-made
Yeah,
game.
okay.
I'm excited.
Sure,
Some people I
no
know who actually
gimmicks.
played it. There was like a London event, and a few people went there and played it and messaged me and said, Phil, this game is awesome. You will love this beta. I'm excited. And ladies and gentlemen,
Who would say the newest Street Fighter game isn't awesome? It's brand new. I'm sure in 2007 when people was first playing Street Fighter, like you know, on arcades and shit before the game was released for real, people was like, oh man, it's the best Street Fighter game ever. That's kind of what people do. That's called hype. I thought you don't fall for hype, DSP. You falling for hype with Street Fighter. I hope he hates it just so he can fucking look stupid, but I know he won't because he Street Fighter fanboy.
a special thing that might be coming this week. I think I'm gonna do it.
This is the part I want to talk about. Look at this.
Unboxing video that I did not plan on doing, but this week I went to my local Fry's, which is in...
First of all, this is the dude that's in debt, crippling debt, going by his words. This is the dude that has a Patreon account that's like half of his fucking revenue. And he went to Fry's and bought an arcade stick on a whim. He didn't plan on buying it, he just bought it on a whim. And of course he's going to do an unboxing video on it. But it's nothing to fucking show. This is the fucking Real Arcade Pro, whatever, Real Arcade Pro Kai or some fancy Japanese sounding shit. I used to have one of these. I had the version made for the PS3. And it's a fucking Boss arcade stick. But it's nothing inside of the box. You open it, it's the arcade stick. And that's it. You're gonna do an unboxing video for that. This arcade stick came out months ago. It came out like either before or around the time Guilty Gear Xrd came out. And you're gonna do an unboxing video for it. Really? Really? Do you want free dislikes? Because it's just gonna get a bunch of dislikes because people are annoyed by you constantly saying you're in debt and constantly saying you don't have money and constantly shilling for Patreon. But then you go out and buy an arcade stick. And then what fucks it up even more, this is like something, wow, this video is way too long. What fucks it up even more, a day after this, he was playing Yakuza 4. And he was bitching in his pre-stream saying that his PS4 fucking up and it might die soon. And he doesn't have money to buy a not a PS4, a PS3. I think I said PS4. But his PS4 fucking up and it might die. PS3 fucking up and it might die soon. And he don't have the money to buy a PS3. You don't have the money to buy a PS3, but you can buy an arcade stick for one game on a whim. I can understand if he bought an arcade stick before MKX came out. But you buying it just for Street Fighter V. And the game's not even out. You ain't even play it. What? And this is the same dude that's got like 9 million arcade sticks. He still has them. He ain't sell them. And according to him, if he hooks his old arcade sticks up to the PS4 using the fucking little dongle thing or whatever the fuck it is that makes it work on all systems, according to him, it adds delay. I don't know how true that is, but I think these dongle things got firmware that you can update, so maybe you can at least try to update everything. But in debt, can't afford a new PS3 to continue to play a game that he got paid $1,000 to play. but he can buy an arcade stick on a whim for $150. Wow. Who can take this dude seriously? When you hear shit like that, who can take that seriously? Let's
electronics chain out here on the West Coast, and they had this baby. This is the Poochy Real Arcade Pro 4 Kai. This is a fighting game joystick made for the PlayStation 4. It's native to the PlayStation 4. It's not like one of those PS3 sticks that will work on PS4 with software. No, this one was made to work as a native PS4 joystick. Now, let me tell you something. Number one, Hori. I love this company. This company, I've owned multiple Hori joysticks. I had the Real Arcade Pro 1, 2, and 3. All right, which worked on, I believe it was PS1, 2, and 3. I really loved all. I've modded them over the years. I've done tons of stuff with Hori sticks. I love Hori joysticks, okay? This one in particular was made by a competitive gaming group who basically put in custom parts. It's supposed to be like a tournament-worthy joystick. That's why they designed it. I got it at Fry's because, number one, it was the same price as everywhere else. It's not any cheaper at retail stores or online. It's the same price everywhere. And I said this would be a perfect opportunity for me to test out this joystick.
The price dropped like a rock for those joysticks because they was expensive as fuck when they first came out.
Okay.
So that's pretty good that they only cost $150 because that's actually a pretty okay price.
Games with that joystick.
My opinion, at least.
Mortal Kombat 10, which I have. I have Mortal Kombat 10 obviously on PS4. I may test out Ultra Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition 2012 Super Ultra Suck My Dick Edition or whatever it is. On the PS3, I don't have it on there currently, but I own the game on there, so I could digitally download it, and I could test it out because the joystick does work on PS3 as well. And I also have Injustice, not anymore.
I really hope he
Xbox
streams
360,
that because I actually want to see that. I like watching
PS4.
fighting
I downloaded
game
it when it was like a
streams.
super sale last year, so I could re-download that and maybe mess around in Injustice with this joystick as well. But what I may do this week is a special unboxing video where I take it out of here.
No one
and I show
wants
you
to
what it
see
looks like, and I
that.
show you all the buttons and features. And then maybe next week I do a special stream.
That's such a stupid
Street Fighter V
video.
Beta where I show you, I test out the joystick with different games. And people might like that, you know. And I might do like, you know, a little bit of a test of the joystick. And we'll see, okay? It might not be great. I don't know. I haven't played it with it yet. A lot of people are saying they own it for Xbox One. I don't know why. I guess for some reason tournaments were held on Xbox One. I think Mortal Kombat 10 tournaments are held on Xbox One. So they bought
Killer Instinct.
the Xbox One version, and they say they love it, so I'm looking forward to testing this one on PS4 and seeing what happens with it. Alright, so it's going to be a fun week. There's going to be a variety of content. It's going to be exciting. I thank you for watching, even though it is the summer.
A variety of content. One new game and a bunch of games no one cares
If you
about.
enjoyed the Batman playthrough, I hope you're going to check out Batgirl. If you're a fan of Godzilla, I'm really excited for that game. I hope you'll check it out. I really think this is going to be a great week, regardless of the fact that there's no, oh my god, giant AAA high-profile release. We'll get to there when we get to Street Fighter 5 beta for 5 days. But for now, I hope you'll tune into the stuff this week. It's going to be
Wait, how long will we have here? Project 7?
That's really about it. That's all I got to say. I'm actually off right now after this video to do patron-related stuff. I got some patron special videos I got to do for patrons for the month of June, and I got to go through perks and stuff and start divvying stuff
Oh no,
out.
as a matter of fact, we are going to talk about
tonight,
Project 7 real soon. Because I'm recording a video right after this. Something I was not supposed to be doing today. We'll talk about that when that video starts.
Appreciate that. Thank you, and I'll see you this week.
Thank you, worthless humans, for the views.
That's it, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night. I'll see you this week for new gameplay. And now, without further ado, thanks to the following June
yeah, we're not
patrons,
watching that.
The new crawl is in effect. Here we go.
Yeah, we're not watching that. It doesn't have any music, and I don't want these people names to be in the end of my video because one of them might see it and get salty, and it's just gonna fucking ignore that shit. Anyway, this video shorter than an hour, so that's good. And yeah, I still have more to do. I'm gonna have like 9 videos rendering at the end of the night, which is very exciting for you to hear, I'm sure.